Hey guys, this is your girl Frey, and today I am going to bring you a heist from PayDay 2 called the Framing Frame. And I will show you how to do this heist completely solo like I did and completely stealthy. And yeah, it definitely will require patience and time. It's not something that's going to be fast. If you want it to be fast, then you wouldn't be watching this on how to do stealth. But this is what you would need to start with on being stealthy. You will need 2 skill trees, and the first one will need to be the ghost one with these perks. These perks are the most important to have ace because you will need to bag bodies, which you'll see on the right, and then you'll need to have an ECM jammer that can also do extended distance and time. In the mastermind tree, you need to make sure you have smooth talker and to be able to overpower enemies. These perks are important because with smooth talker, you can talk up to 4 pages without it being alerted, and you will need to make the last guard surrender or the cops will be called.
Okay guys, get inside and locate the arch.
Now from where you spawn, you want to make sure you go to the right side, as that will be the entrance to get into the bathrooms, which you will need to. As you can tell, there is stairs to make it to the roof. Now if you do this with anybody else, make sure that they have nothing on as far as armor, and they can spot from above by clicking F and pointing out the enemies. Now this is very tricky, and be careful because guards spot you very easy. And here, this is where we will draw the guards into. You want to make sure you stay crouched in this corner right here, and then what we will utilize is these dryers here. That will draw them into the bathrooms for us to be able to capture them. Now here you want to make sure you look and make sure that there is no camera there. For mine, there is a camera there, so we cannot, I repeat, cannot shoot our enemies. So otherwise it will be alerted because the camera for some reason has super hearing. And there happens to be a guard right there, so here I will show you on how you will need to take out these enemies, because you cannot shoot. You have to melee them 2 times in order for them to be dead. You could do it 3 times, but make sure that when you do it, you're inside the bathroom. If they end up falling in front of the door, the guard might be able to spot them, and then the whole heist will be done for. So what we do is we answer the pager, and we bag the body, and then we throw it in the stall. So we got 1 guard down, and then what you want to do here is stay in the doorway here. Make sure you watch the camera there, and then you just wait for a guard to come. Usually the paths they come from this direction. Sometimes they come from the left. It's not very often. Like that one guard surprised me. That usually doesn't happen. Sometimes when you even open the back door at first, there's a guard and you want to shoot him. As you see, I tagged him so I can watch him through the wall and find out his path. Usually when they go to the left like that, oh, there's a guard right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run my back against those dryers, and that will bring him in there because he will question why the dryers went off. Melee him. As you saw, I meleeed them 3 times just to make sure, because you really just, make sure they're dead, answer their pagers, and then bag the bodies. It's pretty easy this way. It's going to take some patience. Sometimes the guards' paths that they are in the AI, it takes up to like 5 minutes before another guard comes. But those 2 were rather easy for me to do because they were really fast and in the trail. As you see here, I'm kind of peeking that there's no guard, and what I would want to do is point. Usually when the guards are going to come to the bathroom here, they will make a parallel line right from that entrance from the next room all the way against that right wall. If they go to the left like that one guy did, they will most likely go back into the other room. Yes, I've spent many hours studying the guards' paths. Usually that's what happens. Sometimes they don't, they come in, but once they stop in front of the wall, you move your back against the dryers and it will bring them into the bathroom.
Big spiders down here, man.
Now you want to make sure that you count how many guards you have. Usually you can get all the walking guards, which is 4 guards, and then there is the 5th one that is the reception. Right now I have 3. I have 3 guards, and right now I have 1 more walking guard. As you see, he's right there. I tag him and he's coming parallel, so that means that I can drag him in here by hitting these dryers. This is the moment where you want to hit the dryers because that'll bring him in. You keep doing it until they reach the door. Of course, he must just have selective hearing, so he decided to go the other way. So I keep hitting the dryers, and he comes back, and yeah. So now I will melee him. You want to make sure you take out the last guard. You will do the pager. Now this is your final pager. If you fuck up and decide killing the receptionist guard and hitting that pager, the police will be called, and then the whole stealth thing will be done with, and you cannot get all 9 paintings and then achieve the achievement that you get for getting it. So here I will show you. There's 1 body, and then I will drag the other one here. That's 2 bodies, as you can see, and then here's 3 and 4. That's all 4 guards, walking guards. Now we have the guard up front still, and we have that camera, but we cannot take out that camera yet because the guard is right there, and he could see if that's, camera's being taken out, and then he could alert the police. So what we want to do is we want to use our ECM jammer, and then use it to deactivate the cameras. So what we want to do is there's 1 camera for each room. Make sure you find them, and you're safe now to go and get the paintings and harvest them and get them going. Now here you see I collected all the paintings. I bypassed it, and I got a camera there, but we don't want to shoot it yet. So what we do is I put my ECM jammer here in the corner. It'll block that camera, and what I can do is run out here and I can overpower the guard. Now you don't want to stop until his hands are behind his head. I fucked up one time and didn't stop until his hands was behind his head, and then he came back and he tried shooting me, and I couldn't overpower him again. So make sure the hands go behind the head and it's completely overpowered. Here I just put another ECM jammer just to make sure that there's no other cameras. Usually the lobby camera is in one of those corners here. There's the guard, and it's also could be in that corner right there. So now what we do is you go into the next room here and you shoot the cameras. Now you want to make sure that you do not go through the red lines. If you go through the red lines in the doorway, it will activate the alarm and trip the alarm, because those are, for jewelry heists and stuff. So what you do now is you're pretty much safe. Just make sure you shoot out the rest of these cameras in the extra rooms and then obtain the paintings. But that's all you have to do. But you really have to make sure you overpower the receptionist guard. If you end up overpowering one of the walking guards and kill the receptionist, it will glitch and it will say that gunshots were heard, or it will just it won't work. So you want to make sure you do that, and then basically you can trail the paintings all the way back to the van. I usually go up the side back through the bathroom and then go up the roof and then go over to the side. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this walkthrough on how to do this stealthy. And be sure to hit a like, and be sure to stay tuned for my day 3 on this, on how to infiltrate the senator's house stealthy, solo. See you guys, have a great day.
Reminds me of that last gig, only sexy.
You clean the joint out. Now we'll have perfect coverage in the senator's apartment. I'll ensure we get the surveillance equipment and the paintings and set up the trade. Then we just need to go in and get the gold.